Hi everyone. In the previous lecture, I explained how your integrated essay is really graded by ETS raters. Today, I'll be showing you how to compose a Score 5 integrated essay in a step-by-step way using a sample question. In the next video, I'll show you a template you can use when the reading talks about a problem and suggests 3 solutions to solve it. First, let's briefly review this passage. Remember, you'll have 3 minutes for this in the actual test. When reading, focus on identifying these key elements: the situation, context and problem, the response to the situation, and the 3 main claims. Take notes on these key points. Situation: the Torreya tree species, native to Florida, is facing extinction. Response: 3 suggestions have been proposed to prevent this extinction. 1. Reintroduce the trees to their original habitat by planting more of them. 2. Relocate the trees to a different location with suitable conditions for survival. 3. Preserve them in research centers. Remember, your essay isn't mainly about summarizing the reading passage. It's primarily graded on your analysis of the professor's arguments in the lecture. So, when you're listening, pay close attention to their comments on each of these proposed solutions. Take detailed notes on their reactions and reasoning. The key goal isn't just adding more sentences to your essay. It's about demonstrating your understanding of the relationships between ideas. Use transitional words like because, since, as, thus, and, therefore, to show how the professor's arguments connect to each other. Listen carefully for qualifying words like probably, could, or possibly. These words tell you how strongly the professor believes their claims are true or whether they're presenting facts, possibilities, or guesses about the future. Distinguishing between facts and possibilities is crucial, as many students make mistakes in this area. Okay, let's listen to the lecture and see what insights the professor offers on saving the Torreya trees.
You've just read about 3 ways to save Torreya taxifolia. Unfortunately, none of these 3 options provides a satisfactory solution. About the first solution, reestablishing Torreya in the same location, that's unlikely to be successful because of what's happening to the coolest, dampest areas within Torreya's microclimate. These areas are being strongly affected by changes in the climate of the larger region. This could be because global warming has contributed to an increase in overall temperatures in the region, or because wetlands throughout Florida have been drained. Either way, many areas across the region are becoming drier, so it's unlikely that Torreya would have the conditions it needs to survive anywhere within its original Florida microclimate. Now, about the second solution, relocating Torreya far from where it currently grows, well, let's look at what happened when humans helped another tree, the black locust tree, move north to a new environment. When they did this, the black locust tree spread so quickly that it killed off many plants and trees in the new environment, and some of these plants and trees were themselves already in danger of becoming extinct. So assisted migration can have unpredicted outcomes for the new environment. Third, research centers are probably not a solution either. That's because the population of Torreya trees that can be kept in the centers will probably not be able to resist diseases. For a population of trees to survive a disease, it needs to be relatively large and it needs to be genetically diverse. Tree populations in the wild usually satisfy those criteria, but research centers would simply not have enough capacity to keep a large and diverse population of Torreya trees, so trees in such centers will not be capable of surviving diseases in the long term.
Summarize the points made in the lecture, being sure to explain how they cast doubt on the specific solutions presented in the reading passage.
This is a sample response that should score a 5. Sample essay: Torreya taxifolia, an evergreen tree species which once thrived in certain areas of Florida, is dying out and will become extinct without human intervention. The reading offers 3 suggestions for intervention, however, the professor finds none of them entirely promising. The first suggestion is re-establishment, which involves planting Torreya seedlings in the same location where they once flourished. In response, the professor maintains that this method cannot succeed since the microclimate of the area has changed, either possibly due to climate change or wetland drainage. This new climate, which is now hotter and drier, is inhospitable for the trees and they cannot prosper there. Another suggestion is relocation, moving Torreya to an entirely different location, where environmental conditions are suitable for their growth. The professor, however, points out the lesson learned from the relocation of black locust trees. When these trees were relocated, they spread so fast that they ended up endangering already struggling native plants in the region. The third proposal is to preserve the tree species in research centers to ensure its continued survival. The professor posits that this method cannot work because the trees would all die of disease. He offers the following reason: to survive disease, a large population and genetic diversity are necessary, which is possible in the wild. Since research centers are small, the population of Torreya trees grown there would not be large and diverse enough to resist diseases. Now let's compare this exemplary essay with the sample essays provided by the ETS. Consider this essay deemed as high level. These are the raters' comments. And this is my feedback. The essay showcases exceptional language skills, warranting A5 in that category. However, it falls short in topic development. Firstly, the connection to the reading is weak. The essay should have explicitly stated the second and third solutions. Additionally, it presents several inaccurate claims, lacks proper qualification of some assertions, and becomes unclear due to careless pronoun usage. Consequently, I would award this essay a score of 4. Now consider this essay deemed as med level. These are the comments of an ETS rater. And this is my feedback. The essay demonstrates a solid understanding of the material and provides the required details. Therefore, it can achieve a score of 4 for content. However, the language usage falls significantly below expectations. Numerous grammatical errors and imprecise wording frequently obscure the essay's meaning. Consequently, this essay would receive a score of 2 for language use. Therefore, the overall score for this essay should be 3. Okay, that's all I have today. Thanks for paying attention to the lecture.